And these both are excellent and show all 4 layers of the intestinal wall. However, each of these shows something different. This one you can very clearly see the aspects of all 4 of the layers. This one you very clearly see the lacteal, as well as we have I don't want to say the microscopic structure, but kind of the intestinal crypt. You can see down here very clearly we have, this is pseudostratified columnar epithelium, and you can see the goblet cells which secrete mucus, as well as here. Again, mucus is continually secreted so that we can continue to lubricate the food, so that we can, as we contact all of the villi, we have maximum absorption. Down here, we either have neuroendocrine glands which secrete hormones into the gut, or we have enzymatic secreting cells. So when you label these on the exam, if you say neuroendocrine, make sure you say that they're secreting a hormone. If you say that they are enzyme producing cells, name an enzyme that they produce. Very simple. Also, a cool thing that we'll get to in the digestive system next week is that most of the enzyme produced by the intestine and the stomach are produced in the proenzyme form, which means they are inactive except when they are secreted externally and they contact either a different pH or another enzyme that can break it down into its active form. So really kind of cool. Okay, so 4 layers. Again, we have the mucosa, and you can see here, the only one thing I don't like about this is the muscularis mucosa, and it looks the same size as the muscularis externa, and that is not the case. This is more to scale, very tiny, very large. 2 large layers. So we have mucosa, we have the lamina propria, the epithelium, the lamina propria. Within that we have our veins and arteries, as well as our lacteals. We have our muscularis mucosa, our 2 layers, circular and longitudinal. Underneath that we have the submucosa, and this is where our glands are. Again, as well as further arteries and veins. And underneath that we have our muscularis externa, our 2 layers. This one has the longitudinal one on top and the circular one on the bottom. Interesting. And then the serosa adventitia is not very clearly seen here. We have 2 small layers at the bottom. So there you have our 2 models. Do you have any questions about them?